Welcome to Echevarria Travel, where we deliver all destinations from pole to pole. Whether it's tickets to a local event, a group bus trip, air travel for families, or cruises, we are here to lighten the load and take the stress out of planning your trip. We offer excellent travel packages for everyone, and we specialize in providing travel assistance to the special needs and disabilities community. Echevarria Travel provides education and information on traveling with medical conditions and accessibility options in airports, on cruises, and in foreign countries. Before you give up on taking that dream trip because you have special needs that seem to make it too difficult, please contact us for a consultation first. Echevarria Travel's award-winning founder, Cheryl Echevarria, loves to travel and has personally overcome the challenges of traveling with blindness and special medical needs. Call us today at 631-456-5394 for a free consultation about your trip and explore the world with Echevarria Travel.
Okay, here we go. Good morning, everybody. Cheryl Echevarria of Echevarria Travel, and this is Talk Travel with Cheryl for October 9th, 2020. This is being recorded live for the week, so you'll hear it this Friday on all social media and our YouTube channel. Just want to remind everybody, Echevarria Travel is dedicated to educating their clients on all things travel. And I bring to you once a week one of our travel partners, and this week it's going to be Norwegian Cruise Lines, and also members of my business networking international group, BNI. So if you're familiar with BNI, we're the world's largest referral organization. In 40 countries all around the world, and we network, and I bring to you also members of my chapter that can help you, my listeners, if it's personal or with business. You can reach out to me, reach out to them, and there's some of the best business owners in the world, and B&B tops and all that, so you don't have to worry about getting somebody that's not licensed or don't know what they're doing in business world. Upcoming shows, I will be having Richard Moss, I'm sorry, he's from St. Lucia Tourism Board, Mr. Bob Jackson, if you're fans of him, from Yeehaw Bob from Walt Disney World. You know, sadly, he was let go from Walt Disney World, but I will be having him on in the future on Talk Travel with Cheryl, so stay tuned for that. And without further ado, I have Mr. Ellie Biran, who's my business development manager with Norwegian Cruise Lines. And remember, the business development managers are my go-to people with my travel suppliers. So if there's a problem, they're the first people and the last people I reach out to with you as clients. So without further ado, good morning, Ellie. How are you?
Good morning, Cheryl. Thank you for hosting me. I'm good, and how are you?
Fine. I see you have one of the beautiful ships behind you with
Yes.
Norwegian. We love those ships. And a little bit of history with myself and Norwegian. When Echevarria's Travel started in 2008, they were the very first cruise line I've worked with, and they worked with me hand in hand and got some great expertise training for travel agents, as well as when we have an issue, they listen and they try to change or correct things, or just say, hey, my client had a wonderful time, and they are the best to reach out in the travel industry. So I'm very happy that I work hand in hand with Norwegian Cruise Line since 2008. So Ellie, I have a little bit of a bio about you, and you have been first of all, you were from Israel. I, I,
Yeah, I'm originally from Israel, not for a long time in America, only 5 years, 4 years and a half. Uh, but very much familiar with travel industry.
You hold the MBA in Business and Tourism. As we mentioned, you're originally from Israel and been in the travel industry for 20 years. And prior to NCL, you worked for Expedia and you joined NCL in January 2020. Basketball, okay, which team is your favorite basketball team?
So, of course, if we're talking about right now, the NBA finals, Miami Heat is my favorite, of course. Uh, doesn't look so good, but hopes are still there. As for
What?
me, yes, I'm in the business for 20 years, and I thought that I've seen everything. But this year brought new things, and that's our industry. You always see new things and evolving. Um, Pretty interesting. But I wanted to mention that I was in the travel agent side for um, almost 19 years.
Wow.
So I'm pretty much aware of what the travel agents are going through those days. And that helps me to help them on the other side of the board.
Where in Israel are you from?
Jerusalem.
That's one of my bucket lists. Being Jewish myself, that's definitely one place I want to go and visit one of these days when the world is a little more safer. I definitely want to go there and bring my clients with me. For all religious purposes, whether you're Muslim or Christian or Jewish, it's the heartland of all of us, and not just yes the Jewish people, but yes, it's the heartland for all three religions, and I can't wait to go and visit there. Um, with Norwegian Cruise Lines, what are the protocols that are going on right now with safety and issues? I know you have a presentation for us, and I have made you host, so you do have screen sharing privileges, and would love to know all the new things, and my clients want to know too of what's going on with Norwegian.
Of course. So first, before I'll start with my presentation, as we all communicated almost everywhere, we started a panel of health and safety to build our health and safety guidelines. This panel was with 10 people that are in the industry, former CDC president, Steve Gottlieb, and another governor, and 10 people that are really worked hard together with Royal Caribbean. They built for us the health and safety plan. Uh, we handed over to the CDC 2 weeks ago. Our guideline, which is 65 pages, that will keep our passengers and our crew safe. So definitely that's something that we're putting a lot of efforts because this is the thing that needs to be happen on board when we'll resume cruising. So I'll touch it in my presentation. Let me share the screen with you.
Wonderful.
All right. Do you see the screen?
I certainly do. Yes, sir.
All right. So just a second. All right, so Sail Safe is basically thing that we're dealing with a lot those days. As I mentioned, that's the health and safety plan. We have 6 keys of area that we decided to touch during our Sail Safe and health and safety plan, which I'll touch in a minute. Uh, it's going to be implemented, of course, fleet-wide, on board and onshore. Also, what's most important is that these guidelines are really being carefully chosen and how to dealt with. I know that it doesn't touch specifically on things. As we resume cruising, things will be much more clearer. And I'm talking about, for example, of tests for passengers, COVID tests. So of course, those will be also before going on board. But I don't know more details, just to let people that our first priority is to keep our passengers and our crew safe. So basically, we enhance a screening protocol. We're going to do a lot of sanitation measurements on board. All new air filtration was changed on the ships and will change on the other ones that haven't yet. uh, Social distancing. I've been asking a lot of questions. What will be the capacity when we'll be resume cruising? Um, my answer to that is that we're still evaluating as we're following the guideline of the CDC. But in order to keep social distancing, we won't be able to fill a ship with 100% capacity. Therefore, my recommendation to the clients and the travelers is don't wait till the last minute, because if you do want to book a cruise for 2021 and 22, don't hold off, because the borders will be open and we'll be able to resume sailing, the inventory won't look that good, meaning the ships will be already full and there won't be any crews that will be available out there in the market. So I would say don't hold off on that. Um, Enhanced medical resources. So basically, I know that there is a designated area at the ship uh, in case that we will find any COVID passenger positive. So we will forward to a designated area in order to isolate and evacuate from the ship. This is something that we needed to do, um, and I think it's a great thing to do. Um,
Exactly.
Extended ship to shore safety. So I have a lot of questions about shore excursion, how they're gonna work. So of course there'll be measurements going off the ships to the ports and also coming back into the ships. Our providers will also will be selected very carefully, and they will need to implement our health and safety program into their tours.
I'm going to stop you a minute, Ellie. I just want to let my clients know whether you're on a cruise ship or you're visiting an island on your own or a destination. You got to realize, as Ellie's mentioning, these things are going to be full because of social distancing, and they're not only it's not only the cruise line that is saying to their tour operators, we got to stay within this bubble. The islands or the destination themselves are also working with people that are already there, and they on that destination has social issues as well. So remember, when we say limited capacity, limited room, book early, we really make sure that you're doing it. And these, the tours are the tours. If you go off of the tours and you're not uh, doing something safely within, you can have issues, and you don't want to ruin your trip, and you spent so much money to go someplace that's better to be safer than sorry. I'm sorry, Ellie, go ahead. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, no, you're not. You're not interrupting. It's good that you added those things. It's very important. And one last thing that I have to say about our Sail Safe is that remember, we will continue to build on those pillars and add more as we move forward towards sailing. Uh, that's it about the health and safety plan for now. One of the things that I love is that our ships are really meant to the family, the whole family. Whether it is kids or youth kids, whether it's parents or even grandparents, as they need a little bit quiet. So we got the haven for them in order to be in kind of luxurious and more uh, quiet areas of the ships, but being together in the same cruise with the family and the kids. So I'm gonna show a little video, um, and then we'll continue. Norwegian Cruise Line is your family's ultimate playground at sea.
The audio is not coming through very well.
around every corner of our ships. Spend time bonding as a family or explore on your own. Only Norwegian offers you the freedom and flexibility to vacation your way. Head up to the top deck and take a walk on the wild side, or get your game on at our sports complex. Discover smiles bigger than the splashes your kids will make in the aqua park. Take a break from the action and grab a delicious lunch with choices to satisfy even the pickiest eaters. Or start with dessert and savor some of life's sweeter moments together. Kids can be kids at our fleet-wide complimentary youth program, Splash Academy, where our certified staff will entertain your kids with playtime as they make new friends. And your teens have their own cool space at Entourage. Sorry, no parents allowed. Meanwhile, unwind with a hot stone massage, catch a relaxing yoga class, or splurge in our boutiques. Family dining is best with Norwegian because there are no fixed dining times and a variety of restaurants, which means you can enjoy a meal with your family whenever and wherever you like. Sharpen your chopstick skills at teppanyaki, or be wowed with dinner and a show, or trade cell phone pics for professional photographs of the family at Perspectives Photography Studio, where capturing memories that last a lifetime are our specialty, or making a date night and drop off the kids in our supervised group sitting. While they're having a blast, you can spend time reconnecting with each other, whether you're immersed in a Broadway show, getting in on the action in our casino, or dancing under the stars. The night is all yours. When it's time to unwind, relax in accommodations ranging from adjoining family staterooms to balconies and luxurious suites in the Haven. Norwegian offers something to fit every family size and vacationing style. On Norwegian, enjoy the freedom to spend your we time and me time however you wish. From delicious cuisine and award-winning entertainment to exciting onboard activities, we've got plenty of ways to play together, laugh together, and make unforgettable memories together while sailing to breathtaking destinations worldwide. Families play better together with Norwegian.
Thank you, Eli. I just want to say if anybody had an issue hearing that, I know that was very low. I will be posting on all social media a copy of this video right under the post of Talk Travel with Cheryl. So if you missed anything, you will get to see it. Don't worry, I will definitely post it. A couple of things about Norwegian, as like you said, I am a big fan of Norwegian, but also getting older myself. And all my clients have, they have certain tastes and everything. Uh, and we service all clients who are Norwegian or competition or whatever. But if you're looking for that classic feel of a cruise line, Norwegian has it. Some of them that I've been on, even their mass market big ships that have 4,000 people on it, you still feel you're on a cruise ship with Norwegian. Some of the competition, you feel like you're on a floating mall. Norwegian makes you feel like you're on a cruise ship. And with the Haven, it makes you feel like you're on a cruise ship and an all-inclusive resort. So you have the best of both worlds. Like you said, I love all my tour operators, but I have a little bit of more of a heart with Norwegian, and that's my own feedback with Norwegian. So sorry, Eli.
No, thank you, Cheryl. I think you said it all. I mean, yeah, it is a family cruise, and you can find your own peaceful, quiet time, and the ships are great. I mean, really, as a travel advisor that I was before, I always love Norwegian for their concept, and the concept is kind of different and great cruise. And don't forget to bring the kids that as kids sail free with us, or in some cruises, only $99 per kid. It's worth bringing them on board instead of leaving them at home. That way you pay less. Uh,
Exactly. And a lot of kids now and people like myself, I've always worked from home, but there's more and more people working from home. There's more and more kids going to school from home. And guess what? As long as there's a computer, you got work and you got school. So you could actually, be in the afternoon doing at sea, doing your homework, doing your classwork. but when you're, you also have the great fun of being on a vacation as well. So there's many positive aspects of us being in this new normal now, that we can travel more than we had before, instead of waiting until Christmas or Thanksgiving or summer break, where sometimes the pricing is too expensive for some of our families to travel, and now they have more of an option to travel.
Yep. And I'm going to take you to the last slide of mine, which is our current promotion, is that we evaluate our customers and our past customers. So we gave our Latitude accounts member and past customers of us. And this promotion is running till the 12th of October, so not many days left. But we're handling 15% off or any cruise that they will choose and sail. Plus, they're going to get 5 free offers. For me, it means that this is all-inclusive cruise because everything is in. 5 offers, which is free beverage package, free Wi-Fi, free dining package, shore excursion, and free kids. So remember that this is 15% off. This is very unique promotion that we're having. And again, I know that we're not sailing it, but remember, book for June, May 2021 and on, and think about the future when everybody's going to resume sailing. You're going to be already on a cruise with a great, great price and great perks that we're handling.
Question. Well, first of all, some of my clients may be thinking, well, what is a Latitude member? Anybody that has cruised on Norwegian Cruise Line, whether it's once, twice, 10 times, you automatically get a number that's attached to your booking, and that number lasts you through your lifetime with Norwegian. So if you cruised only once, you're a Latitudes member, and I can look that up for you. The other thing is, I'm going to be holding group space, Ellie. Can this discount be used with groups or no?
So this current promotion is not combinable with groups, although you can book clients as an FIT and they will get this promotion, and then you can move them into a group that would count towards you. And they will be part of the group. But we had the last promotion, we had 20% off, which was combinable with groups. We just finished it 3 weeks ago. I mean, a lot of things will come in the future, but it's a great opportunity to gain a great price for the future, because once we'll resume cruising and sailing, prices won't look the same as they are now. So think about the future.
What about refunds and FCCs and all that? If somebody books, how far before their cruise will they be able to cancel and get refunds, or at least for us to reschedule them if things, continue to go the way they are now?
Yeah, so through a few topics on that one. So basically, clients who booked with us for any sailing till the 31st of March, they can cancel within 60 days prior to sailing and receive the full refund of the money that they paid. That's a change, because before that, prior to that, it was 120 days prior sailing. So we shortened it to 60 days. So basically they can cancel and get their money back, or either if they paid with future cruise credit, they receive their future cruise credit back to their Latitude account. That's the first topic. In any case, any suspended sailing that we are suspending, there is nothing that the travel agent or the client needs to do, as we are refunding. Let's say we declared 2 days ago about our next suspension, is that we extended it throughout the 30th of November. And those sailing basically till the 30th of November, from the 1st of November till the 30th, we're automatically refunding them and giving them back the money that they paid in the form of payment that they paid. Meaning, if it's cash or credit card, will go to the credit card. If it is FCC, future cruise credit, it will get to their Latitude account. Now, on that one, they don't need to do anything because we are about to refund within 15 business days, back to them. So it's great news because when everything started, it was kind of we needed to find a structure how to refund the clients, and it took up to 90 days to refund the clients. Nowadays, it's very easy. They don't need to do anything. Refund will go back straight to them within 15 business days. More than that, we added something new that we gave to anyone that we suspended from the 1st of November to the 30th of November, an extra 10% future cruise credit that will be added automatically to their Latitude account for future booking. Whether it's somebody who booked with future cruise credit or cash, he's got another extra 10% in order if he'll gonna book with us again in the future. So we're really doing a great job on the part of the refunds and the future cruise credit that being applied very quickly, as I said, within 15 to 20 business days. So uh, our team really did great on that.
And I have to say, it has, with you guys, it has not been confusing at all for us travel agents to know how to do that. I mean, it's very hands-on. Um, I'm not going to say everybody has. I mean, we have all types of suppliers, and sometimes it's very confusing. And Norwegian has been very easy to work with on these, and very sympathetic and empathetic. My question is, and I don't know if you know off the top of your head, do we know which ships will be going out of Port Canaveral once you start sailing again? I don't have it in front of me, and that's bad of me, but do you know which ships will be sailing out of Port Canaveral once we
So
are back?
no, that answer is the $1 million question because we don't know how many ships will go back on water, and we don't know which ones will go back on water. So we don't know also the ports that they will embark from. We can only assume as we're talking between us that it will be to the Caribbeans, the first one at least. But again, anything is changeable, anything can change. And that's a really good question. We're all waiting to hear from the CDC what their guidelines, as the
Okay.
CDC ordered no sailing till the end of October. So we're waiting for them to tell us what will happen, and also to see what's happening in the world. There are many ports that out there that are not really safe as for right now, and not open. So
And
we're
some are
waiting.
reclosing too. I mean, over in Europe,
Yep.
some places are getting the COVID again, and then numbers are going up again. So definitely, when things come back to normal, I'm going to say our new normal, because this is
Yeah.
going to be, even if it's the COVID, we got to stay with the safety of our clients and everything to make sure that, whether it's COVID or the measles or the flu, we have to have these things in place. So this is going to be the new normal going forward, uh, with all types of travel.
That is true. That is true. And I'm getting a lot of questions. What will happen on board? Will we be able to face mask? And my answer to that is, of course, because this is the guideline of the CDC. As if the
Mhm.
guidelines will be differently, we'll handle them differently. I've been asked about the buffets, the famous buffets. So buffets will stay just in a different way, meaning that servants will handle the food to the passengers, but the buffet will still be there. Broadway show, casinos. Uh, Yeah, they will be open, but with certain capacity that will allow us to keep social distancing. But again, things are very fluid and can change. So as for right now, those are the things.
Well, my last question for you, and I ask this to all my guests. Where is the most fabulous place you have traveled to, land or by ship, and why?
Um, yeah, I cruised a lot and traveled a lot in my life. But you're talking about specific destination of cruise. I would say Hawaii. Uh, we're pioneers in Hawaii, and the ship behind me, the Pride of America.
America, yes.
Yeah, and the beautiful view of Hawaii, and we're visiting basically every day a different island. A great way to see Hawaii and feel Hawaii.
Exactly.
More than that, we have our air promo, which gives you flights for $499, $399, which is a very cheap rate because those flights are very expensive to Hawaii.
Oh,
So
definitely.
yeah, so
Uh,
it's a
uh,
very big package. For me, that was the cruise that I will most remember in my life.
well, that's another bucket list of mine and my husband's as well. And to bring up Hawaii, yes, they're still going through some quarantine issues, but Norwegian Cruise Line is the only one that sails weekly out of Honolulu to all the islands. All the other cruise lines, you have to leave from California or Mexico to go to Hawaii. And if you've been to Hawaii, you know how expensive it is because you have to island hop between airplane to go to another island, to go to another island. And going by cruise ship, you get to touch on all the islands, plus you're up and close with the volcano where you're safe enough away that you can see it and not have to worry about, all that. I have had clients that I've sent on the Pride of America and they can't say enough of it. So if you're thinking of going, most economical way would be by cruise ship because Hawaii can get very expensive. It's not an all-inclusive destination. There are no all-inclusive destinations in the U.S., but you can make your cruise as all-inclusive as you like. I do that, and I work with Norwegian Cruise Line on doing that. So, with that being said, I want to thank Ellie for coming on today. I will have him on in the future once everything gets a little back to normal. And I appreciate you and Norwegian Cruise Line for working with me for almost 20 almost 20 years, 12 years. We've been working with you guys, and I'm very proud to be a travel agent certified with Norwegian Cruise Line. So thank you so much for being on today.
Thank you for having me, Cheryl, and I wish you and the listeners, of course, stay safe out there, and thank you.
Thank you. Have a great day.
You too. Bye bye.